You had violence on the track in NASCAR this past weekend. And I haven't heard a sports media personality, major sports media personality, say a damn thing about it. I just got done watching Skip and Shannon. See, this is an unusual episode. Usually I film episodes on Saturday, but as I've told y'all, we had a death in the family. And, I have been having to work around that. So today I'm filming on a Monday. Monday midday. So I had a chance to watch Monday's episode of Skip and Shannon. They ain't mention that shit. I had a chance to peruse First Take through YouTube. The segments they put out on YouTube. I ain't see a segment on it. Maybe y'all watched the live show and y'all saw something. I haven't seen these long diatribes from them or short clips going viral in the same way that they did about the Will Smith Chris Rock incident, which was not sports related other than Will won the Oscar for a sports movie. And I haven't seen them do a damn segment about the movie. Maybe I missed that. Maybe when the movie first dropped, they did a segment about it. Maybe Will did an interview. Maybe Serena and Venus did an interview about it. I don't know. I missed that. That's one of the greatest sports movies about sports movie. One of the greatest movies I've ever seen because their story is so incredible. Check that out again if you haven't. Okay. But we had violence in a sport this weekend. I ain't heard nothing about it. Now, you may argue, well, it's NASCAR. You comparing NASCAR to the Oscars. You comparing NASCAR and Will Smith, one of the biggest stars ever in Hollywood, and Chris Rock, one of the biggest comedians ever, to NASCAR. Okay, good point. But it's deeper than that. I've seen violence in other sports too. It did not be viewed in the same way as when black people get violent. Okay. And by the way, these brothers that were involved in this fight in NASCAR was Ty Gibbs and Sam Mayer. Okay. They got in them hands. And I saw motherfuckers on my timeline, including me, making reference to the Oscars and how all these folks are traumatized. Well, they can't watch stuff anymore. They can't do comedy anymore. They can't. They just don't know what to do because they saw that violence. So somebody tweeted out that they were traumatized by the NASCAR fight. I tweeted out 10-year ban. Being facetious, because I don't give a damn. Just like with the Will Smith, Chris Rock thing. Just like these major sports media motherfuckers didn't give a damn either. They didn't give a damn. They talked about that shit for ratings. These are sports shows that talked about the damn Oscars for ratings. Because they miss it. They didn't give a fuck about the violence. They didn't. Come on, man. If they did, they would talk about this violence. But like I said, when you don't have a complexion for the connection for the protection, they view violence differently. A NASCAR fight ain't as big. But what about over there in baseball? I got a notification on my phone this weekend that baseball had a bench clearing. Almost was a brawl, but they didn't get any hand. But they have before. And baseball brawls are viewed totally different than, let's say, an NBA fight. In baseball, you are expected to leave the bench. You expect it. If some shit go down, you better get your ass up. Your ass might get fined by the team if you don't. It's part of their culture to be violent. It's part of their culture. You hit one. If your pitcher hits one of my batters, then goddamn it, our pitcher gonna come up and throw a 90-mile-per-hour fastball at your hitter's head. It's part of the culture. Eye for an eye. Ain't nobody bats eye at that shit, bro. Unwritten rules. NASCAR went as far as to put an alternate angle of the violence on their YouTube channel. Oh boy. But these anti-violence folks. Y'all know how hockey gets down. Oh, in the NBA, they used to have a rule: if your ass stepped off that damn bench, you took a step away from them sidelines, your ass was suspended. I think Quentin Richardson, y'all know Knucklehead, he would argue that cost him a championship in the Suns versus the Spurs series back in the Gap. They're going to police that black violence now. So that's why I was trying to tell y'all, man, don't get caught up in that shit. Once this shit turned from just being like something that was shocking and something that was like, okay, what the fuck just happened, into some whole indictments of black people, that's when I told y'all, hey, man, hold on now. Let's watch this. Because they do it. Don't fall for that. If you're a real one, you're a black person, don't fall for it now. Was the motherfucker wrong? I told y'all yes, but don't fall for it. Because again, look at this shit. Again, these motherfuckers got to fight in a sport, NASCAR. None of these folks saying shit about it. If it was baseball, it wouldn't have made them talk shows. Either Stephen A. and them ain't finna goddamn be devoting no time to that. Come on, man. Skip and Shannon damn sure ain't on. Maybe Stephen A would give it a look. Skip and Shannon ain't giving a fuck about nothing but LeBron James, Tom Brady, Baker Mayfield, Tiger Woods to rear his head. His ass lost, and they talked about Tiger twice today, rather than the fucking winner of the Masters. It was fake. As Denzel said in his Oscar-winning role, Denzel had to be a dirty cop to win an Oscar. Ain't that a bitch? But in his Oscar-winning role as Alonzo, he was talking about his newspaper. Y'all know he was in that cafe down or whatever you want to call it. He said, this is 90% bullshit, but it entertains me. That's how y'all need to look at ESPN, First Take, Skip and Shannon, Chris Broussard and Nick Wright and all the motherfuckers. Stop calling any of them. Do not use the realists for any of them. Don't. That belongs to me and my brothers. You understand? Just call them entertaining. Because it didn't take long. God said, son, hold on, I got you. God said, I got you. I'm gonna prove to these folks real quick that these folks were being hypocrites. It ain't take long. I knew some violence was gonna happen somewhere else in sports, and these motherfuckers were not gonna give nowhere near the reaction. And again, don't think it's your NASCAR. You can go through the history. Look up. I remember distinctly, goddammit, Nolan Ryan, legendary pitcher. He hit what? I think maybe Robin Ventura. Or maybe it got high and tight. I don't know. All I know, Robin Ventura stormed that mound. And Nolan Ryan grabbed that motherfucker he got him like that. and locked him up and went to tagging his motherfucking ass. Tagging him. Shit. Benches cleared. It wasn't an indictment of white people. Shit, motherfuckers praised them for that shit. Boys will be boys, right? So don't fall for this, y'all. Okay? That's my real ones. Most of y'all down with it. But there's some fuck boys out there. It's falling for it. As my esteemed mentor once said, and basically implies in his book, he wrote a book about the Black Panthers. Y'all should check out this book, by the way. It's by Curtis Austin. Okay. Shout out, Doc. It's called Up Against the Wall: Violence in the Making and Unmaking of the Black Panther Party. And in that book, you'll notice that when the Panthers took up arms, scared the shit out of America. Now, when the police were beating the fuck out of us and shooting us and killing us, but when them Panthers took up arms and dared to carry them openly and freely, boy, they put in gun laws and shit. You don't want the black man to get violent. So don't fall for it. Okay? Don't let the narrative that what that motherfucker did, Will Smith, was an indictment of all black people. Because what these brothers did in NASCAR, Ty Gibbs and Sam Mayer, that was not an indictment of all white people. Put it on something. My kids wanted me to tell y'all to make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me across all social media platforms, like the videos, and share them. Did I forget anything?
And turn on the post notifications.
Y'all heard them. And also, visit StatementTees, LLC.com and shop with us. That's Statement Tees. Every t-shirt you wear
makes a statement.